Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Easy English Beginners. I am very happy to be here today. I feel excited because our topic is simple but very interesting. Today we will talk about the weather. Everyone knows weather, everyone feels weather, and weather can change our emotions. Sunny days make us happy, rainy days make us a little sad, and snow can make us feel like children again. I hope we will have a warm and friendly talk.
Hello, Anna. Hello, listeners. I am also very happy to be here. Weather is a part of our everyday life, so I think everyone will understand today's podcast. The weather can be surprising, sometimes beautiful, sometimes difficult. When the weather is good, people feel good. When the weather is bad, we feel tired or bored. So today, we will share our feelings and memories about weather, and we hope listeners enjoy this simple conversation.
Thank you, Mark. I think the weather is very important because we start our day by checking it. When I wake up, I always look outside the window to see if it is sunny or cloudy. It helps me decide what to wear and what to do. If the weather is nice, I feel more positive and I want to go outside. If the weather is cold or rainy, sometimes I just want to stay at home with a warm drink.
Yes, I understand that feeling very well. I also check the weather every morning on my phone. I check the temperature and if it will rain or not. I feel happy when the weather is warm and I can walk outside without a jacket. But when the weather is too cold or windy, I feel a little lazy. Weather really controls our day in many ways, even our plans and our mood.
Exactly. Sometimes the weather changes very fast, too. In the morning, the sky is blue and the sun is bright, but in the afternoon, it suddenly rains. It can surprise us and change our plans. One time, I planned a picnic with friends, but the weather changed and we couldn't go. We felt sad, but we stayed home and talked, so it was nice in the end.
That is true. Weather is full of surprises. I remember times when the weather changed while I was outside, and I got completely wet because I had no umbrella. I was cold, but later it became a funny memory. So weather can be annoying, but also memorable. I think talking about weather is simple, but it is something that connects all of us.
Mark, I want to ask you something. What is your favorite type of weather? I feel curious because everyone likes something different. For me, sunny weather is my favorite because it gives me energy and happiness. When the sky is blue and the sun is warm, I feel more positive and strong. I like to walk outside, take pictures, and meet friends on sunny days. Sunny weather makes me feel alive and full of hope.
That sounds wonderful, Anna. For me, my favorite weather is actually rainy weather. I know it sounds strange to some people, but I feel very calm when it rains. I like the sound of the raindrops, the gray sky, and the smell of wet ground. It makes me want to drink tea and read a book while sitting near the window. Rainy weather makes me feel relaxed and safe, like the world becomes soft and quiet.
Wow, that is very interesting. Many people feel sad when it rains, but you feel peaceful, and I like that. Sometimes I also find rainy weather cozy when I don't need to go outside. The sound of rain can be beautiful, like music. But when I have to go to work or school, rain makes everything stressful. Cars move slowly, buses are crowded, and my clothes get wet. So rainy days can be difficult too.
You are right. Rainy days can be difficult when we have many things to do. Sometimes I forget my umbrella and that becomes a problem. I remember one day I got so wet that I had to buy new clothes because my old ones were dripping. It was funny, but also uncomfortable. Still, rainy days remind me to slow down and enjoy small things, like warm drinks and quiet moments. Rain teaches patience, I think.
That is a very beautiful way to think about rain. Actually, every type of weather has something good and something bad. Sunny weather is wonderful for outdoor activities, but it can be too hot sometimes. Rainy weather is peaceful, but it can stop us from doing things. Cold weather makes us wear nice warm clothes, but we also feel tired. Weather is not perfect, but we always try to enjoy the best parts.
Yes, and it's interesting how weather can change our emotions so strongly. When the sun shines, people smile more, talk more, and want to be active. But when it's cold or rainy, people walk faster and stay quiet. I think weather connects us with nature, and we can't control it. That is why it feels powerful. It reminds us that life is not always the same, and every day can be different.
Mark, do you remember a special day because of the weather? Maybe a moment that you will never forget. For me, I remember a winter day when it snowed for the first time that year. The snowflakes were big and soft, and everything looked white and magical. I felt so excited, like a child. I went outside, played in the snow, and took many photos. That memory still makes me smile.
Yes, I have a memory like that too. It was a summer day, and it was very sunny and warm. I was at the beach with friends, and the temperature was perfect. We swam, laughed, and ate ice cream while watching the waves. The sun was shining, but there was also a nice cool wind. I remember thinking, I wish this day never ends. It is still one of my happiest memories.
That sounds amazing. It's beautiful how weather becomes part of our memories. When we think of special moments, we also think of how the sky looked or how the air felt. Weather makes memories more colorful and emotional. I believe that when we enjoy the weather around us, even simple days can become special, like a walk in the park or a quiet evening at home with rain outside.
I agree. Weather gives every day its own personality. A sunny day feels confident, a rainy day feels quiet, a snowy day feels magical, and a windy day feels wild. Each day gives us a different feeling. That is why I never get bored with weather. Even if it repeats, it always feels a little different. Life would be boring if every day had the same weather.
Mark, I want to talk about how weather changes in different seasons. Every season has its own special weather, and people experience different emotions. For example, spring feels fresh and full of new life. Flowers bloom, the air gets warmer, and birds return. When spring begins, I feel hopeful and excited because everything wakes up from the cold winter. Do you also feel happy when spring comes?
Yes, I really like spring. The temperature becomes comfortable and gentle, not too hot and not too cold. I enjoy walking outside during spring because the air smells clean and the world looks colorful again. I also like wearing light clothes after many months of heavy jackets. Spring is a good balance, and it makes me feel positive, like good things are coming soon. It gives me motivation to start new activities and new goals.
After spring, summer arrives, and it brings very warm weather. Many people love summer because it means vacations, beaches, and long days. I like summer too, but sometimes the heat is too strong for me. When the temperature is very high, I feel tired and slow. But I love summer evenings when the air becomes cooler and the sky turns orange and pink. Summer weather can be so beautiful and romantic.
I know exactly what you mean. Summer is full of energy, but it can make us sweat a lot. I like going swimming during summer because the water feels refreshing. I also enjoy summer storms, when lightning flashes and thunder roars. It sounds scary, but it feels exciting and powerful. Summer is a season that never feels boring because every day feels intense and loud.
Then comes autumn, and the weather changes again. The temperature becomes cooler and the leaves turn yellow, red, and brown. Autumn is a peaceful season for me. I like drinking hot drinks and wearing soft sweaters. I also love walking in parks full of colorful leaves. However, sometimes autumn rain makes me a little sad because the days get shorter and darker.
Yes, autumn has a quiet and gentle feeling. I like the wind in autumn and the sound of dry leaves on the ground when I walk. It reminds me that time is moving and the year is slowly coming to an end. Autumn makes me feel thoughtful and emotional, but in a nice way. I also enjoy autumn sunsets because the sky looks deep and dramatic like a painting.
And then winter arrives, the coldest season of the year. Winter can be difficult because we need to wear many layers of clothing and the air is freezing. But I still love winter because of snow. When it snows, the world becomes bright and silent, like a dream. I also love winter holidays and cozy moments with family. Even though winter is cold, it brings a warm feeling to the heart.
Winter is a strong and serious season. I like winter too, especially when snow falls and the city looks clean and white. But sometimes the cold wind makes it hard to go outside. I feel sleepy and hungry more often during winter, maybe because I want to stay warm. Even so, winter nights can be wonderful when we sit with friends, talk, laugh, and enjoy hot food. Winter brings people closer together.
It's amazing how every season offers a different kind of weather and a different kind of emotion. Spring gives hope, summer gives excitement, autumn gives peace, and winter gives comfort. Weather is not just temperature. It touches our feelings and memories. Sometimes we don't notice it, but it shapes our daily life. Without weather changes, life would feel still and empty.
That is true, Anna. Weather teaches us to adapt and appreciate variety. Sunny days help us enjoy outdoor fun. Rainy days teach us to rest. Snowy days give us magic, and windy days bring excitement. Every kind of weather has a purpose. When we understand that, we stop complaining and start enjoying the world more. Life feels better when we accept the weather instead of fighting it.
Mark, I want to ask another question. Do you ever check the weather forecast online before planning something? I do it very often. If I want to travel, go hiking, meet friends, or have a picnic, I always check the forecast first. It helps me make good plans and avoid surprises. Sometimes the forecast is not 100% correct, but it's still useful for preparing clothing and activities.
Yes, I check the weather forecast almost every day. I use a weather app on my phone, and I also look at the hourly forecast. It shows me when it will rain, when it will be sunny, and how strong the wind will be. I think technology makes our life easier when it comes to weather. Even if the forecast is sometimes wrong, it helps us feel ready and confident about the day.
Sometimes I check the weather because I want to choose the right clothes. I don't like feeling too hot or too cold when I go outside. When the weather is warm, I feel comfortable wearing a t-shirt. But when the weather is cold, I need a big jacket, scarf, and gloves. If I wear the wrong clothes, I can feel uncomfortable the whole day. Weather really controls what we wear every day. It is funny that weather has so much power over us.
I agree. Choosing the right clothes is important. When it is windy, I always wear something that covers my ears because wind makes me feel cold very quickly. When it rains, I need waterproof shoes, or my socks get wet and it becomes very uncomfortable. And when it is hot, I wear light clothes or I sweat a ton. Clothing and weather always go together, and we cannot ignore that. Weather controls not only our emotions, but also our style.
Do you ever feel like the weather influences what type of food you want to eat? I notice that on hot days, I want cold drinks, ice cream, and fresh salads. But on cold days, I want soup, hot chocolate, and warm bread. The temperature changes my appetite a lot. I think weather affects our body and our mood in many different ways. It is interesting and sometimes surprising.
Yes, absolutely. When the weather is hot, I don't feel hungry because the heat takes away my energy. I usually drink a lot of water and want something cool and refreshing. But when the weather is cold, I feel hungry very fast, and I want something warm and comforting. Hot food makes winter feel easier and more enjoyable. The connection between food and weather is real, and we all feel it.
We can say weather is a big part of our everyday conversations, too. When we meet someone, we often start with, "How is the weather today?" Or, "It's so hot today." It's a simple topic, but it helps people connect. Talking about weather makes conversations friendly and natural. Even strangers can talk about it without feeling uncomfortable. Weather helps us communicate with others.
That's right. Weather is an easy topic because everyone understands it. We all experience rain, sun, snow, and wind, so we all have something to say about it. Sometimes when I meet new people at work or at school, weather is the first thing we talk about. It breaks the silence and makes the moment smooth and comfortable. So weather is not only nature, but also a social tool.
Mark, I also think weather can change our plans very easily. For example, sometimes I want to go running in the morning, but if it rains, I stay home instead. If it is too hot, I feel tired before I even start. But when the weather is perfect, cool, sunny, and fresh, I feel so motivated and full of energy. Weather can be like a friend that helps us or a little enemy that stops us. It's funny how something we can't control can control our activities.
I feel the same way. Sometimes I want to travel or go on a weekend trip, but bad weather ruins the plan. A strong storm or heavy snow can close roads and cancel flights. But when the weather is perfect, traveling becomes more fun and safe. We take more pictures and enjoy the nature around us. Weather can decide whether a day is exciting or stressful.
Sometimes weather surprises us in a good way. Maybe we expect rain, but suddenly the sun comes out. Or we think the day will be boring, but the wind feels fresh and beautiful. These little surprises can make the day special. I love when the weather gives me unexpected happiness. It reminds me that life is full of small miracles.
Yes, and sometimes weather surprises us in a bad way, too. For example, there are days when everything looks sunny and calm, but suddenly it becomes dark and a storm begins. I remember once the sky changed in only 10 minutes, and I was shocked. Weather can be dramatic and powerful. It teaches us that nature is stronger than humans. Even if we have technology, the sky always has the final decision.
That is true. I also think weather teaches us to be flexible and patient. We learn to change our plans when nature changes. We learn to prepare better for the day. And we learn to enjoy moments when the weather is beautiful. Maybe weather is not just about temperature. It's also a lesson about life. I try to see it that way.
I like that way of thinking. Weather can feel like a teacher and also like a storyteller. Every sunny day has a happy story, every rainy day has a slow and quiet story, and every snowy day has a magical story. When we pay attention to weather, we understand the world better. It's nice to think that the sky is always sending us messages.
Mark, I want to talk about different weather in different countries. Some countries are always warm and sunny, and others are very cold most of the year. I think people who live in warm places feel more relaxed because they can enjoy the outdoors every day. But people who live in cold places learn how to be strong and patient. Weather shapes the lifestyle and habits of people in every country. It is amazing how nature influences who we are.
Yes, weather changes culture in every place. In hot countries, people usually stay outside late at night because the evenings are cooler and more comfortable. In cold countries, people like to stay indoors and enjoy cozy activities like drinking hot drinks or spending time with family. Weather decides what food people like, what clothes they wear, and what sports they do. For example, skiing is popular in snowy countries, but surfing is popular in sunny countries. Weather really creates different worlds on one planet.
I sometimes dream of living in a warm country near the sea. I imagine waking up every morning to sunshine and fresh sea air. It sounds like a peaceful and happy life. But I also think I might miss winter sometimes, especially snow. Maybe the perfect life has a balance of all kinds of weather, just not too extreme. Weather is beautiful when we have a mix of everything.
I agree. If I live in a hot country, I think I will miss the quiet beauty of winter. If I live in a snowy country forever, I will miss summer beaches. I think humans enjoy change. Maybe that is why we love seasons so much. They give us something new to look forward to. Every season has a different color, a different sound, and a different emotion. Life feels richer when the weather changes.
Talking about weather makes me think about climate change too. The weather today is not the same as it was many years ago. Summer is becoming hotter, winters are becoming shorter, and storms are becoming stronger.
Sometimes I feel worried about the future of our planet. I hope people around the world will start protecting nature more. We need to take care of the earth so the weather stays beautiful and safe.
Yes, climate change is something we should all think about. The earth gives us sun, rain, wind, and snow, and we need to respect it. Small actions can help, like saving electricity, recycling, planting trees, and using less plastic. If we love nature, we must protect it. I want future generations to enjoy the same beautiful weather we have today. The planet is our home, and we must take care of it.
Mark, do you ever listen to the sound of weather? I mean, the sound of rain, the sound of wind, or the sound of waves? I think weather has music. Rain sounds like soft drumming, snow makes the world quiet like a whisper, and the wind sounds like singing through the trees. Listening to weather makes me feel calm and connected to the world. It's like nature is talking to us.
Yes, I love listening to weather. When I hear rain, I feel peaceful. When I hear wind, I feel strong and free. And when I hear the ocean waves, I feel relaxed and happy. Weather gives us sounds that no human can create. Sometimes I turn off music and just listen to the natural sounds outside. It reminds me that the world is alive.
I think weather also brings people together. Families sit near a fireplace during cold winter nights. Friends drink coffee together on rainy afternoons. Couples walk hand in hand on sunny days. Weather creates moments that make relationships stronger. When the sky changes, our hearts change too, and we share those feelings with the people we love.
That's true. Weather builds memories with the people around us. I remember being stuck inside during a heavy snowstorm with my family, and we played games and laughed all day. I remember walking on a beach at sunset with someone special, holding hands while the warm wind touched our faces. Weather becomes part of our stories. That's why we never forget it.
Mark, do you think weather helps people understand themselves better? For example, when I feel sad, rainy days make me think deeply about life. But when I feel happy, sunny days make me even more positive and confident. It's like weather connects with our emotions and shows us what we feel inside. Sometimes the weather outside is the same as the weather inside our hearts. I think that is a beautiful connection between nature and human feelings.
Yes, I believe weather reflects our emotions. On rainy days, I sometimes feel the need to rest and take a break from everything. On sunny days, I want to talk, laugh, and meet people. Snowy days make me slow down and enjoy small moments. Windy days make me feel adventurous, like anything can happen. Weather brings out different parts of our personality, and that helps us understand ourselves better.
Also, I noticed that weather can be inspiring. Many writers, artists, and musicians create their best work because of weather. Poems about rain, songs about sunshine, and paintings of winter landscapes show how weather influences creativity. I feel more inspired to write or draw when the sky looks dramatic or beautiful. Weather can open our imagination and make us express ourselves.
Yes, weather is one of the greatest inspirations for art. When I see a sunset, I feel like taking photos. When I hear a storm, I feel like writing something strong and emotional. Weather gives us feelings that become ideas. It helps us understand that the world is big and full of beauty. Nature is the greatest artist, and we're just learning from it.
I think weather also teaches us gratitude. When the weather is bad for many days, we appreciate sunny days more. When it is very hot, we appreciate cool wind and rain. When winter is long, we appreciate the first warm day of spring. Weather reminds us to be thankful for small things we often forget. Every type of weather makes us appreciate the opposite.
You're right. Weather helps us value balance in life. If every day was perfect, we would not notice perfection anymore. Rain helps us enjoy sunshine, and sunshine helps us enjoy rain. Cold helps us enjoy warmth, and warmth helps us enjoy cold.
Weather teaches us that life is made of opposites, and that is what makes it meaningful. Without difficulty, happiness would not feel special.
Mark, before we move to the ending, I want to say that talking about weather today made me feel peaceful. Weather is simple, but when we think deeply, it connects to every part of our life. Memories, emotions, inspiration, relationships, and dreams. I didn't expect that a simple topic like weather could be so rich and meaningful. I feel happy about today's conversation. It touched my heart in a calm and gentle way.
I feel the same, Anna. When we started, I thought we were just talking about temperature and rain, but now I understand that weather is connected to almost everything in human life. It changes us, teaches us, and stays with us forever in our memories. I feel very grateful for this conversation and for the chance to think about nature more deeply. I think our listeners will also feel warmth and comfort from this episode.
Mark, do you ever look at the sky just to enjoy it? I love watching clouds move slowly across the sky. Sometimes they look like animals or shapes, and it makes me smile. When the sky is colorful during sunrise or sunset, I feel like I am watching magic. Even a gray sky can feel beautiful when the clouds look soft and heavy. The sky is never boring, and it changes every day like a live painting.
Yes, I really enjoy looking at the sky too. Sometimes I lie on the grass and watch the clouds move, and it makes me feel relaxed and peaceful. When the sky is clear at night, I love looking at the stars and the moon. The night sky makes me feel small, but also lucky to be alive. Even when the weather is stormy, like storm clouds or lightning, the sky still looks powerful and amazing. It reminds me that nature is incredible.
Weather also changes the way cities and nature look. A sunny day makes everything bright and full of life. A rainy day makes the city shiny and reflective, like a mirror. Snow covers everything like a soft white blanket and makes the world quiet. Fog makes the streets look mysterious and dreamy. Every kind of weather gives a different style to the world around us.
That's so true, and I love how every type of weather has its own beauty. Some people think only sunny days are good, but I think every day has something special. Rain can make the ground sparkle, snow can make trees look magical, wind can make leaves dance, clouds can make the sky look soft like cotton. When we see beauty in all kinds of weather, life becomes much happier.
Sometimes we remember whole moments only because of weather. For example, we remember the windy day at the beach, or the snowy walk in the park, or the hot summer night with ice cream. The weather becomes part of the memory, and it makes it stronger. I love how weather connects moments and feelings. Maybe that's why people talk about weather so much. It is part of every important memory.
Yes, I think so too. Weather makes normal days special, and it makes special days unforgettable. Even years later, we remember how the air felt, how the sky looked, and how the temperature touched our skin. Weather gives memories color, sound, and emotion. It is like nature writes in our memory with wind, rain, sun, and snow. When we remember weather, we remember life.
Before we really say goodbye, Mark, I want to ask our listeners one small question. What weather makes you feel the happiest? Sunny, rainy, snowy, windy? We want to know. Everyone is different, and that is beautiful.
Yes, and don't be shy to share with us. Maybe you love rain because it feels calm. Maybe you love sun because it gives you energy. Maybe you love snow because it reminds you of childhood. Every answer is welcome here.
The weather changes every day, just like life. Some days are bright, some days are dark, but all kinds of weather are important, and all feelings are important too.
That's a nice thought. Even a rainy day can be good. It can help us rest, slow down, stay inside, watch movies, or drink something warm. So bad weather can still make good memories.
Yes. So listeners, whatever the weather is today where you are, try to enjoy something about it, even one small thing. Look up at the sky and take a deep breath. Feel the moment. It's yours.
Thank you for spending your time with us. It means so much. We hope you feel relaxed, happy, and comfortable after this episode.
We'll see you again very soon with a new topic, new laughs, and new feelings. Until then, stay safe, stay warm, stay positive, and enjoy the weather around you.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care of yourselves.
Bye-bye, and remember, every day has its own beauty.